When most people hear puppet, they think of a sock puppet or a marionette. But in our lab, puppets are much more than a childhood memory. They're the very foundation of our practice and an essential tool for us to study emergence and embodiment in robots. This is one of our neutral puppets. I'm animating it here with Paul, an engineer, Katie, an artist, and Lizzie, a designer. When 3 or more puppeteers animate a single puppet by hand, something unexpected happens. The life force in the puppet appears to be greater than the sum of the forces we're giving it, and we call this emergence. When watching starlings flock in the sky, we're mesmerized by what appears to be a highly coordinated dance. But there's no leader, no choreographer. The birds are following their own instincts and a simple set of rules, and the complex dance naturally emerges. We also find emergence in Bonraku, the ancient form of Japanese puppetry. Here, the puppeteers claim they are merely servants of the puppet, not controlling it, just collectively following what the puppet wishes to do. It is the same with our puppets. Each animator feels like they are simply serving or following the puppet, but the collective force of following is enough energy to bring the puppet to life. Much of our society assumes intelligence and emotion exists in some abstract notion of mind. But embodiment is the idea that intelligence and emotion arises instead from the interaction of changing dynamics in our bodies. It's easy to forget that we're fundamentally made up of muscle, spine, mass, and blood, and that we're not just a face, or just a thought, or just a word. So our puppets are neutral in the sense that they have no fixed expression on their face or bodies. They do not speak or think. They are simply silent, empty, blank slates. And all personality, intention, and emotion in the puppet arises through the puppeteers following a simple set of rules of tension, release, imbalance, and breath. It's so easy to get lost in electronics and software when working with robotics, so alongside our neutral puppets, we've been developing a unique set of exercises that focus on each of these rules. The sticks we're using here teach us about tension. As we attempt to hold the sticks in the air with a minimal amount of pressure, the natural instability between us gives the sticks a life of their own. These ropes help us understand imbalance. As we lean away from each other and aim to maintain a constant balance, the inevitable imbalance is amplified and a surprising dynamic emerges. These exercises not only ground us in what it is like to be part of an emergent system, but they help us absorb these principles and rules so they become second nature. Over the years, we found ourselves going back to our puppets again and again to check that we are not forgetting these first principles. But we're not training to be puppeteers. We're using puppets to unearth secret insights into motion and emotion that can be applied to our robotic work. Perhaps one day the fundamentals of puppetry will be taught and practiced in robot labs around the world.